What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers. I do not offer an investment trading program. Be careful on Instagram as well. A lot of scammers there. They are cloning my Instagram account and contacting you guys through DM offering investment trading services. Once again, guys, I only invest money for myself. I do not invest money for anyone else. So please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want up to 12 free stocks, Webull is going to give you up to 12 free stocks. When you open a new Webull brokerage account, put at least 1 penny in that brokerage account, they're going to give you up to 12 free stocks. You're going to also get a world-class brokerage app that provides you with 2 pretty neat features. Feature number 1 is automatic investing, where you can basically set a certain amount of money you want invested with a certain time of the month you want that money invested, and the Webull app will invest it for you until you turn it off. You also will get fractional share trading with as little as $5. That's right, you can buy your favorite blue chip companies and your favorite blue chip ETFs with as little as $5 through fractional share trading. If you're interested in that offer, guys, there's a link down in the description box of the video. Go click on that Webull link, open up your new brokerage account today, go get that free stock, go get that free money. Jeremy Siegel, who is a Wharton finance professor and is thought to be an expert on the U.S. economy. Mr. Siegel had this to say about the Federal Reserve. He believes that the Fed will decrease the Fed funds rate to 2% in 2023. Now, Jim Bullard, who is the Fed chief in St. Louis, disagrees. See, Mr. Bullard believes that the Fed need to increase short-term interest rates, aka the Fed funds rate, to 7% in order to fight back inflation. So you got 2 different views from 2 very experienced economists. Which one should we believe? Well, let's take a look at Jeremy Siegel's reason he believes the Fed should cut the Fed funds rate back to 2% in 2023. He believes the economy is already faltering. He believes home sales are coming down. He also believes retail sales are coming down. He also believes the labor market, although it's pretty strong right now, he believes it will be softening in 2023. So having said all of that, he believes inflation is already peaked. He believes the economy is already pretty much right at the beginning stages of a recession. And if the Fed continues to increase short-term interest rate, it will push us clearly, our economy clearly, into a deep recession. Whereas the St. Louis Fed chief, Mr. Bullard, believes we need more tightening. We need more tightening because inflation is not coming down fast enough. The labor market is too overheated and it's not cooling down fast enough. So he believes unless we take a hard or hawkish stance on inflation and keep raising that short-term interest rate, aka Fed funds rate, then our economy is going to continue to stay overheated and inflation will continue to be rampantly increasing out of control. So who knows, man? I can see both sides of this problem we have. I can see both outcomes, right? But what I believe is that inflation has peaked. I believe that. I believe we will see over the coming months inflation continues to come down. Now, how fast it comes down will dictate if the feds will pump the brakes and put a pause on increasing short-term interest rates. Because see, the short-term interest rates right now, or AKA the Fed funds rate, is about 3.75%. And that is the rate that banks borrow money between each other, right? They lend money to each other at that 3.75. That's not what companies or individuals like you and I borrow money from banks. We typically will borrow money from banks at what they call the prime rate. So the Fed funds rate is 3.75, and the prime rate normally is 300 basis points or 3% higher than the Fed funds rate. So if you walk into your local bank today and say, hey, I want to get a line of credit on my house, they're going to say, well, okay, we'll be happy to accommodate you, but your rate is going to be prime plus 1. What that means is 3.75 plus 3%, so that's 6.75 plus 1. So all in, you have a variable rate on that line of credit at 7.75%. Guys, that's super expensive. And that's the reason why the Fed keeps raising short-term interest rates, because they want it to be expensive so people will stop doing line of credits on their house and people will stop taking their equity and spending it on crap they don't need. But it also affects businesses, because most of the businesses in the United States, guys, they borrow money in order to do what? To make investments in their growth. See, they borrow money cheap. And then they take that cheap money and they make more money that they can then pay for the cheap money that they borrowed, but still have a profit. But when rates are hovering around 7.75%, then yeah, they can't borrow that money cheaply, because they can't go out and make a 7.75 or greater return on that money that they borrow. See, that's the name of the game for companies. If they can borrow money at 3%, but then take that 3% money and create a 7% profit, then net, they've made 4%. That's how companies borrow money to make money, guys. But when, like I said, when it's at 7% or 7.75, they can't get a return higher than that. So really, they're borrowing money at 7.75, but they're taking that money and only getting a 6.75 return on it. They're actually losing 1%. They're losing money. So that's why and the Fed knows that. So when they raise those rates, the Fed know, oh yeah, we're going to stop businesses and we're going to stop consumers from borrowing money so that this economy can cool itself down and we can get inflation down. So that's the thing that's happening right now, guys, in our economy. You got people on both sides of the equation. Pump the brakes, don't pump the brakes. You know, some people are saying, no, keep raising interest rates. Others on this side are saying, no, reduce interest rates. Some people are saying we ain't in a recession yet. Some people are saying we are in a recession. So what you should be doing is just have your plan together. You should have a plan to say, hey, no matter what this thing does, what is my financial goals? What am I trying to accomplish over the next 5 years or the next 10 years? And how can I take advantage of what's happening right now in order to solidify my net worth, to solidify my position as it relates to my wealth? That's what you should be thinking about, right? No, don't get me wrong. Listen and figure out what's going on, but don't be afraid. Don't just close yourself off to everything that's going on because you're afraid. Here's the deal, man. If you want to build wealth, there's no greater time to build wealth than right now, guys. You build wealth through assets, right? If I can buy really good assets, blue chip assets, while they're at a discount or on sale, and then I hold those assets, I just hold them until they go back up in value. So I bought them low, I hold them until they go back up in value, and then guess what happens? I create net worth for myself, right? I create net worth. That's why right now, even though we got all these opinions about what's going on with our economy, we got all these opinions about what's going on with inflation, I don't worry about that. I just keep my eye on the prize. And what's the prize? My financial goals. What am I trying to accomplish? How much do I want to grow my net worth over the next 3 to 5 years? That's what I focus on. And then I say to myself, how can I strategically buy the right assets in order to grow that net worth over the next 3 to 5 years? And then I take my income, and guess what I do with that income? I deploy it. I deploy it in blue chip assets. And right now the stock market is where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck if you're patient. If you got no patience, then don't put your money in the stock market, because you got to have some patience, right? You got to have some discipline, you got to have some consistency, and you got to have some patience, because it's going to take that investment that you make today. It's going to be 3 to 5 years before it will pay you any return. In the short term, it may lose value. I know mine did. Hey man, I put a lot of money in Tesla, and right now Tesla is in the dumpster. But you know something? I don't let that bother me, man. I don't lose any sleep, because I know in 3 to 5 years, Tesla will be a giant again. They're already a giant, but you know what I mean. Their price per share on their stock will be a giant again. Right now, it's not a giant, but it will be, in my opinion. So I don't lose any sleep. I just keep buying, right? I just keep buying my best companies that I believe give me the best position to build my wealth, man. And that's what you got to do. Tesla might not be your thing, but whatever your thing is, you better have a thing, right? Whatever your thing is, you better have a thing, right? You got to have a plan, guys. Do not allow this great opportunity to pass you by and you keep your eyes closed and your head buried in the sand. Because what's going to happen is the people who understand this, they're going to build wealth. But you're going to still be in the same position 3 to 5 years from now that you're in today, unless you take action. Drop me some comments and let me know what you think, which direction the Fed will go. Will they reduce interest rates by, 1.75% to 2% next year? Or will they increase interest rates from 3.75 to 7% next year, like Mr. Bullard thinks they will do, the St. Louis Fed chief? And then you got Mr. Siegel on over here on this side, who believes they should reduce to 2%. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you want those 12 free stocks from Webull, guys, click on that link down in the description box, man. Open up that new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.